What's this button do? Ah! Whoa! How you going, guys? Skull Cam. Ah! No! So check it out, guys. My old skatey from when I was a kid. I think I was about 13 when I done that. Hey? Had some issues by the looks of it. Rip City, made that up. Don't know why, it's cool at the time. Bit of a skull, skate, a few stickers all over it. How you doing, guys? Welcome back to Skull Cam. What's going on today? Well, there's several things going on today, guys. I'm working on the road bike, working on the quad, which is over that way, working on the ricer over that way. But right now, guys, it's raining. It's been raining for 2 or 3 days. I'm over it. It's like I'm cabin, you know that thing, cabin fever. That's the one. It's like I got cabin fever. So anyway, guys, what I'm doing right now is I got this spare motor, and I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. A secret I learned a few years ago when I was younger and shorter and lighter, and I used to race these little bikes, guys. So I've got a few racing tips. Sometimes when you're racing these professionally in a certain standard, particularly the one I was in, the standard I was in, you had to have a stock bike. So a lot of these modifications that I'll show you basically keep your bike to the stock specifications, yet still increase your power, guys. That's the trick. So I think I'm up to number 3 mod. We've done the pipe, we've done the carby mod, we've done the reed valve mod, and now number 4, guys. You see that? Number 4, here we go. So for number 4 mod, right, let me get you into some light again, if I can. Here's a view. We've got the flywheel, right, guys? This is an old motor. She's a bit seized up, you can hear it clunk every now and then. But anyway, it's good enough to give you as an example, okay? So, got the flywheel, and these fins that you see around the flywheel spin, because they're connected to the flywheel, duh. Anyway, brain lapse there, guys. We've got these fins, as they spin, they produce a heap of air that comes out. There's a plastic cover that goes over here and directs the air over these fins, guys, which, you know, air going over the fins, cooling fins on the motor, help keep it cool. So that's what those fins do. Other than that, they don't do anything else except for weigh the flywheel down, and it actually takes longer to spool to spin up to top speed with those fins on. So what you can do is, see this one here? That's why I chose this one. It's been snapped off just purely to bad handling or whatever. Anyway, what you do, I'll get to the point. I'm starting to rant on a bit as I do. Break, literally break with your pliers or whatever you can, every second fin off. Right? Was that the second one? I don't know. So we'll start here. Leave that one. Break that one off. Leave that one. Break that one off. Leave that one. Break that one off. You get the idea, guys, all the way around. And once you've snapped them off, the cleaner you can snap them down to the base. Like this one's a pretty good snap. You get your file, just a small file, and file it down flat, level or smooth with the surface there, guys. That's what you do. Snap every second fin off, file it down smooth so you got no traces of where it was. Now what that's going to do is lighten the flywheel, so it can spool up to top speed a lot quicker, give you a much more perkier throttle response, better throttle response. Basically, that's what it does. And because we've left every second fin, it still spins enough air out to completely cool the motor the way it was designed to. Some people cut all the fins off, which will make it spin quicker again, but the disadvantage is that is if you're idling in one spot for too long, your two-stroke motor will overheat. These ones particularly, guys. I don't know about other brands or whatever, but these pocket bike engines, cut all the fins off, stay in one spot too long, and it will overheat. Skull cam. So I'm back again, guys. I've explained the mod you can do for your flywheel, which will give you better throttle response, a much more perky, is that how you say it? Perky? A perky throttle response. By breaking every second fin off. Now, if you want to take it to another level, guys, you can take this to another level, make it even lighter, yet still maintain the air cooling properties of the fins. So after you've broken every second fin off, and after you've filed them down, what you do then is get a grinder or I don't know, whatever you use, right, and cut all the remaining fins in half, right? Cut them in half, straight across, choom, like that. Pretend that's in half. Straight across, cut the top half off, boom, like that. Timber. So these will be like, I don't know, in Australia, 1 centimetre high rather than 2. I don't know, other countries, whatever. So that's it, guys. That will lighten it again. That's the next level mod for the flywheel. First mod, break every second fin off, file the knobs down, upgrade that mod, cut the fins in half, file them all smooth and nice. That's it, guys, and that will give you a quicker throttle response. So what we've got going on now is carbon fibre reed, venturied carby, ported exhaust, and so we got shitload of air coming in, popping real hard on the valve, shitload of air going out, and your motor's spinning up real quick, guys. So you're gonna blitz your friends, eh? You're gonna leave them behind. Skull cam. Welcome back, guys. So if you've seen in the last shot, I had this out. This is like a gear puller. This is a massive gear puller. I use it for the drum brakes on the Subi at the back. Hasn't got disc at the back, unfortunately. But yeah, it's an overkill one. You can get them smaller than that, guys, and you probably want a small one on that, but I had to use the giant one. It was a bit of a stuff around, but it worked. So we got the bolt out, use that to pull that off. So that's the flywheel, guys. So before you start working on it, you want to take it off like that, and just be aware when you take it off, see the hole where the shaft goes in. It's got that little square there, the little notch or the groove, right? You can see that. Turn it around, same thing, the hole with the square little groove up the top there. You see that? Look, I pointed out to you. Right there at the top. Boom. At the top. Right there. Anyway, you get the idea. So, that's called a keyhole. That shaft hole is a cone shape. Bigger on the bottom, smaller on the top. And if you look at this one closely, that is a cone shape too, so it only goes on one way, guys. It only goes on one way, easy as. And if you look in here, it's already fallen out, so you got to be careful. They can fall out if you don't know what's in there and you lose it. And then if you're not aware of the key, you put that back on and that's going to spin and slip on there and all sorts of problems, guys. So anyway, that's a little tiny key. It's like a half circle shape and crescent, if that's what you want to call it. And get into the light a bit. Spin you in there. There's the hole it goes in. Now, the half circle side, the curved side, goes on the inside. Right? And it's fiddly with one hand. It's fiddly with two hands, although in one hand. So, curved side on the inside of that hole like that, guys. That's how your key goes in. Now, because it's curved, you can push it. What you do is can you see this? Hang on. Because the key is curved on the back, you push it to the top and it's in further at the top than it is at the bottom. Can you see that? Kind of the same angle as the cone. So that makes fitting that back on, key that side, so you'd have that there. That makes fitting on a lot easier, guys. So that's mod number 4. Modify your flywheel. Give you better throttle, see that? Give you better throttle response. Yeah guys, we're getting there. Skull cam.